What's going on, everybody? Let's get some people in this room. Got one person in the building. Let's get some people in here that we can start the My Gifted Guidance. What up, Jose LeBron? I believe I got one of your pictures in here too, so what's popping? What's popping, everyone? I did the self-cut, by the way. Okay. That's what's up, Lyrical God. What's up, everybody? What up, Lex Page? George Sanchez, what's popping? What's popping, everyone? To get some more people in this room, then we can start the My Gifted Guidance, all right? Eddie, what's popping, bro? Faded Ambition in the building. He's at the Sun Lake location. My boy Eddie. What up, what up, what up, what up? Let's get some more people in here. I already got the first picture up, so. What up, everybody? All right, let's go ahead and get started, cause let's go ahead and get started. All right, so right here, looks like we have like a number 4 on top, maybe like a 3 on the sides. It's a skin taper. Right away, right out the back. The neckline could be a little more crisp, a little more detailed, and that's just brushing your hair down and then lining that back up. The taper, the transition looks pretty good. There's a little bit of bulk in this area. And when, again, brush his hair down and see if there's, a shadow or a line. C-cup looks good. The edge I can't really see. The transition looks good, just there's a little bit of bulk, but that's just me being picky. But this is a nice transition. Let's take a look at the back. All right, so right out the back, it seems like you were scared to go, you were scared to commit with the guidelines. So you can take the 0 line, you can take the 0 guideline right around this area and then your half and then start blending. You don't have to necessarily go in this area, but you see right here, it looks like real light, and then on this side looks dark. Whatever you did to this side, just go all the way through on this side right here. So do a 0 about 1 inch, and then your half guard about 1 inch, and your 1 guard about 1 inch. I know it's kind of hard to taper into long hair up top, but you can still spread those guidelines, and that way it doesn't look compressed, because right now it looks like you squared off the back, but it looks like you're going for the skin taper on the back as well. So spread your guidelines, and whatever you know how you did it on the sides, the blowout on the sides, just do the same to the back. That was from Alexander Ortiz. Ezekiel Riddick. All right, we'll go with, he got like 3 haircuts in here. Zeke Gifted Barber. All right, so this is a wave cut length on top, ball fade on the sides, low ball fade. Edge looks clean. The flash, I can't really tell I can't really give my full feedback on the blend. So let me jump to. All right, this one's a little better. The transition looks good. There's a little bit of a shadow right here on the bottom going towards the back of the occipital bone. It looks kind of like a low drop fade. The beard looks clean. The edge is clean. The sponge look on top. The transition looks real good. Zeke Gifted Barber. That's a good haircut, man. Oh, I think these are 2 different haircuts. Looks like he went for a taper on this side. Kept the edge kind of dark. The taper needs some work on this side as well. Neckline looks clean. But I like this haircut right here. That's dope. William Moran. Alright, so this is like a low skin fade. Probably like a 5 or a 6 on top. Maybe some sheer work. With you, this is just going to be spreading the blend just a little bit more. Right around this area, you could take that half just a tad bit higher. It looks like you did the shaver on the bottom. Around this area, it's a little more difficult just because it's around the occipital bone area. The hair is more thicker in that area sometimes. So I can't really see on the sides, but on the back, it looks pretty decent. Just right around this area. More corner work or taking that half just a tad bit higher. Good job, William. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Jose Ramirez. All right. So this is a nice low ball fade. Probably like a 5 on top. One thing, this is just me being picky. There's a little bit of a dark spot in this area. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 open will knock that out. Edge looks good. No C cup. Well, it's a little bit right there, but it's it's a low ball face. So this is a nice haircut, man. Good job, Jose. I went over this haircut last time. I think you're on the first video. Cipriano Thomas. Yeah, I went over that video. That picture on the other video. Alright. Lionel Vesca. Let me see if I could. Alright. So right away, this is a shadow fade on the sides. Faded into the top. There's a little bit of hair sticking out right here. Brush that down, edge that up. It looks like you edge them up just a tad bit right here. You could get, detail that just a little bit more. The C cup, take your corner of your blade, bring that up right there. Looks like a shadow fade just because I could see a whole bunch of stubble. Be consistent with that half that you put on. Run that over at least 2 or 3 different times. To make sure all the hairs are all cut evenly. It looks like there's some hairs hanging over the ear right here. The transition looks pretty good. There's a little bit of dark spot right here. A little bit of, dark spots around this area. But overall, this is a nice haircut. This is the back area. This looks really good. Maybe ball tapering this out right here. It looks like you just left it real natural. You didn't square it off, round it, or nothing. So either taper that or put a square or round the back. Angel Cadena. Alright. So right away, these hairs need to be either, I don't know what's going on back here. I don't know why he left that. Because on this side, yeah, so clipper over comb. Clipper over comb this area right here. There's a whole bunch of hair sticking out. The line looks neat, looks clean all the way through. The blend looks good. But just clipper over comb this right here or take your foreguard and knock that out. Around the occipital bone area, there's a bit of some, like a shadow right there. And again, this is a hard area to blend. So I would say maybe like your one close or your one halfway open. That would remove that bulk right there. Other than that, it's a nice haircut. Sean Yerkes, yo, you just seem to keep surprising me every time you submit a photo, man. I see the progress. I see you take everything and anything that I say, as far as my gifted guidance, and then you go and put it into play. This is awesome. This is a nice fade. This may be just a little indentions inside of his head. That right there, you can stretch the skin and use the corners of your blade, but the blend looks really good. It's probably like a one on top, mid ball fade, but this is a nice transition, man. He might not wanted the edge on the front. He looks like he wanted to keep it natural. This is probably like a military type haircut, just not as high like a hind tight. But this is a nice haircut, man. And, I'm glad that you're improving. And this just shows your progression. Good job. Kevin Rivera. All right. At Kevin Rivera. This is a nice haircut, man. This is a nice transition. It looks like you went for like the burst taper, keeping the C cup dark. The neckline looks pretty clean. There's a little bit of a dark spot. It's just me being picky. That's just using the corner of your zero guard, knocking that out. The neckline looks pretty clean. See the back. The back taper looks real awesome. Man, this is a nice taper. And he went with the shaver on the bottom. I could tell. This is a nice taper, man. It looks like you're cutting outside too. You need to go get your license. This is the other side. See the other side, this right here, this looks clean. You see the different transitions? You see how there's a little bit of, it might have went just a tad bit higher. But there's just some dark spots right there. But look at this one. That's a nice blend. C cup dark, edges on point. There's a tad, this might be the lighting. There's just some little dark spots, and that's just using the corners of your blade. Once you learn that, you got it all. You got it all down. Great foundation. Great foundation. At Giovanni Barber _Barber. All right. This is a nice haircut. It looks like you're cutting at the house too, so this is a pretty good fade for cutting at the house. There's a little bit of bulk right here in this area. If you would have removed this, I think this haircut would have been A1. You went for the low ball fade. You gave yourself room to blend. The transition is awesome. The C cup is dark. The edge is clean. Comb this hair over and shear over comb or clip over comb. Or if you're not familiar with doing those techniques, then use like a foreguard and knock that out. These little hairs sticking out right here, comb that into the, into the top of the hair. Make sure everything is neat before you take the picture. But man, this is a nice blend, nice transition. Great job. And this is the other side. These hairs right here sticking out on the edge, brush that forward and hit that over with the trimmer. Not exactly on the line, but a little bit further from the line. It's a good haircut, man. Real nice haircut. Good job. Thanks for putting that, Sean. Yeah, mattgiftedhands@gmail.com. All right, this is the before and after. All right, right out the back, I would say this is some Asian hair, and this is difficult hair to fade. It looks like you went for the taper on the side. There's a little bit of bulk right here. I don't know if y'all can really see that, but there's a little bit of bulk in this area. Thinning shears, a number 4 guard. He went for the comb back on the top. The long hair. It's hard to transition into this. You did a really good job. This is like a low ball taper. The transition looks good, just right around here in the bolt in this area. I would do like a 4 guard open, maybe some thinning shears. It looks like his edge didn't want to be touched. The side of it's edged up. But I think this is a nice haircut. It's nice hair, and it's on a kid. So, I mean, good job. It's gonna be repetition for you. All right. Oh, he went throwback. Put the Nike sign, Nike check on the head. All right, looks like he cutting at the house, cutting outside. Wavelength on top. Looks like he went with the grain as well, which is good. The Nike check looks pretty clean. I can't even say anything about like freestyle designs or something like that. Unless the lines aren't clean or like something's unproportionate. But this is a nice Nike check. And these are hard to do. These are hard to even just draw. So for us, for barbers, we're making the lines as if we're erasing something and we can't put it back. So this is a nice Nike check. The blend looks pretty good. I would just say the edge. The edge to me doesn't pop as much as it should. You can hit that corner just a tad bit right there and line that up. Part on top looks pretty clean. Yeah, it's a nice cut.